Ladies and gentlemen, in a normal debate round, you're given a motion, something like this House will abolish the death penalty. If you set up the debate as, we don't want Iron Man to kill aliens because that is death penalty, I'm pretty sure you're going to lose the debate. Because you're not doing your burden, you're not representing the House properly. In today's debate, we were all required, and we assumed that we would do what we were supposed to do, 30% Tony Stark. A guy who saved the world, a guy who closed the portal at his own expense. If it weren't for the Incredible Hulk, he would have died. We need to represent that guy. We need to give him the attention that he deserves, and we need to discuss his debate in terms of how he sees the world, and in terms of how the world sees him. Let's take a look at the issues of today's debate. First is, can Tony Stark even if you trust the government? Because the first attack was this. Well, we're not talking about the Marvel world. We're talking about the real world, where governments are rational, and governments are sensible. Yes, that might be the United States that went to Iraq. That might be the United States that's still in Afghanistan. That might be the United States that still has problems with Mexico and Trump. By the way, those are our motions for the first few rounds. We think that using their own logic, there's very much a big problem when you have this kind of government who they think properly represent the people. This government is the very government that goes against their will. This government is the very government which people find detached themselves from. We think that there's a very big problem when you think that that government actually exists. But more than that, Mr. Speaker, even if these governments really exist, maybe Stark wouldn't even have to create the suit to begin with. Why did he even create this gadget? He created the suit because he felt the moral obligation to stop the genocide. Because the governments were not doing anything about it, and the governments were not really representing the people that they're supposed to represent. Even in their own logic, they failed, Mr. Speaker. Now let's talk about the real debate. Let's characterize the governments that we really are talking about. Imran already said, well, these governments wanted to bomb the city of Manhattan. And well, I'm going to characterize the debate as well as very much credit-hungry people who always seek attention and always refuse to accept accountability. That is why, even at the end of the Avengers, when everyone knows that the Avengers were the ones who saved the world, what was their rhetoric? The rhetoric was, the Avengers are dangerous and we need to protect ourselves from them. That is the very government that we are talking about. The government who wants to claim credit, the government who antagonizes people who have goodwill in their heart. Do you seriously think you represent the people? We say, Mr. Speaker, that there's something really wrong with it when you are not representing their interests. But then they said, well, the thing is, at least the government is accountable. And Tony Stark is just one person. We can see people and individuals who always have limited capacities by virtue of them being one. But if you think about it, that's even a good thing. How can you even monitor all of your Iron Men, and assuming that because of their power, they're already so scared of this one Iron Man to commit mistakes, and suddenly you open the risk to have a million Iron Men to even commit mistakes. And by the way, these will probably be equal in strength, and if someone screws up, probably everyone will screw up as well, and then create a world of chaos. That's why, Mr. Speaker, there's something wrong with it. But more than that, why do you even say that it's even better if you only have Tony Stark as the Iron Man? If you take a look at the character of this guy, he's a philanthropist. He's a playboy. He's a celebrity star. What do these characterizations imply? It implies that this is the guy who seeks validation from people. That is why he wants to help many people. That is why he is a celebrity, and that is why he's a playboy. This guy has his identity defined by other people. If that is your character, I don't think you would want to screw up your reputation, your core essence, just because of a stupid decision that you take. That is the beauty of having only Iron Man as compared to the government. But then, okay, let's take a look at the second issue. Is it really bad that Iron Man is actually human? We think that it's not. Oh, okay, before I move on.
The government is checked by the judiciary, the Senate, and the election cycle. While you admit that Iron Man is both egoistic and a playboy, why do you always make rational decisions?
Mr. Speaker, in status quo, your courts make wrong decisions, your Congress passes law bills, your Senate passes law bills as well. Iron Man, if he screws up, all the women will go away from him. In status quo, not even elections are enough to stop the government from screwing up. But we think that if it's Tony Stark that we're talking about, these deterrents are more effective. On how the humanity of Tony Stark is actually a strength and not a weakness. If you take a look at the Avengers, when we had a discussion with Captain America said, without the suit, you are nothing. He is self-aware, he is insecure, and he knows how limited he is as a person. That's why that insecurity is his strength. If you know that without the armor, you are nothing. If you know that without the armor, everyone will stop giving you attention. Do you really think that Iron Man will just make stupid decisions? Yes, he might have hormones. Yes, he might have the same cognitive processes that we have. And if you think about it, that's even better than the state. The very reason why the people in Manhattan don't even go to the policemen when they were trying to save them, but suddenly had posters of the Avengers when they were trying to save them, is because they felt the need to relate to these people. They don't relate to the government anymore. It has become an alien. It's supposed to represent them, but the government is not acting like a human being anymore. That is what Tony Stark does. He restores the humanity. He restores the faith of the people. But even if we assume that all of these things are wrong, the question is, will this even make Tony Stark happy? Maybe not. Because if you take a look at effectiveness as receiver, having a million Iron Men or democratizing Iron Men is just as good as not having Iron Man. Because if you don't have Iron Man, well, we just go back to traditional warfare and everything is equal still in the world. The problem here is that, well, if you take a look at their problem, the problem is that you just open the risk. We think that we can just destroy Iron Man if their concern is continuity, because everyone will be happy. Everyone will be equal, we'll back to traditional warfare, and we don't have this risk anymore. What is the thing they never responded to? Imran's substantive on how the Iron Man is a very antiquarian symbolic image, which is exclusive to Tony Stark alone. We think that the idea of the Iron Man is the exotic nature of it is because it's rooted in the idea that there's only one Iron Man. That is why people identify with it. That's why people look up to it. That symbolic value is the one we need to get the people to be involved in your democratic process again. That is the thing that will get your political participation from the people. We think that without Tony Stark, the people will just continue to be cynical again and will never trust their government. At least when we have the Avengers, everyone is happy and Tony Stark is happy.